myself Nilay Parekh. Today we are going to discuss about a new chapter, and this is array. In this session we will discuss what is array, the different types of array, characteristics of array, and then we will discuss the declaration and initialization of an array. So first, what is array? When we have a large amount of data and we want to store that large amount of data under the same name, then we will use the concept called array. So the definition of array is a group of element, or you can say a variable from same data type under a common name, or you can say that shares a common name is called array. Array is also called a sequential list because in array the memory location is in sequence. Array is also called a derived data type because it is derived from built-in data type. In this chapter we will have some new word like index, size, or you can say prefix. Three type. The first one is one-dimensional array. Someone call is 1D, the another is two-dimensional array, and last one is multi-dimensional array. So now we will discuss the characteristic of array, then one-dimensional array, how to declare one-dimensional array, how to initialize one-dimensional array, and a small program of one-dimensional array. So please stay on screen. The first topic is characteristics of an array. Following are the characteristics of an array. As we discussed, all elements shares a common data type. So the first characteristics is an array contains variable of same data types. Second, size of an array must be declared at the time of declaring array. Means what? Once we declare the size of an array, it cannot be changed at runtime. If we are declaring integer and we want float at runtime, so we cannot use it or change it. We have to declare at declaring. Once we declare the size of an array, it cannot be changed at runtime. Means what? If we declare integer at declaring time and now we want to use or convert it into character, we cannot do it. So we have to declare the specified and required data type at the declaring time. Fourth one, index of an array always start with 0. 0 to size minus 1. Means what? If we are declaring array integer a of 5, so the element will be like a of 0, a of 1, a of 2 up to a of 3 and a of 4. Memory allocation is done sequentially for subsequent element of an array. 6.1. Insertion and deletion operation are time consuming for array. We will discuss this insertion and deletion further with more detail, with more explanation and program, because these two operations are very important in array. Last one, in array all elements shares a common name, but they can be distinguished using the index. You should have one question: if you declare array that share a common name, how can we differentiate? We can differentiate with the help of its index. So this is the characteristics of an array. Next is one-dimensional array declaration, one-dimensional array initialization, one-dimensional array accessing elements, and how to store value in array. The first one is one-dimensional array declaration. The syntax for declaring one-dimensional array is data type, space, array name, then in square bracket size of an array. Here data type specifies the type of the value contained in the array. Size indicates maximum number elements that can be stored in the array. For example, if we are declaring integer a of 10, means a is an array of 10 integer elements. Next is one-dimensional array initialization. Here you can initialize value at declaring time, means data type, space, array name, in bracket size equals to in curly bracket list of values. Here the example, integer a 5, that is the size of an array, equals to in curly bracket 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you don't initialize array elements at the time of its declaration, then by default all the elements are initialized to 0. And if the values specified in curly bracket are less than the number of elements in an array, then remaining elements are initialized to 0. For example, we declare an array a of 5 and we are assigning only 3 values, 1, 2, 3. So 1 is stored in a of 0, 2 is stored in a of 1, 3 is stored in a of 2, and a of 3 and a of 4 will be 0. Next is accessing an array. Individual element of an array can be accessed using the name of an array and index. But for our use, looping structure is very useful in accessing an array, and we can use for loop, while loop or do while loop to use in order to access all elements of an array. Here you can see an example, hash include stdio.h, hash include coino.h, then our main function. Here we declare one a of 5 and we already specified the value 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. We also declare one variable I. This I is for our looping variable. For I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Printf, the value of a of %d is %d. The first %d is I and the second one % is a of 5. So here we can access the array element value. Now the last topic, that is how to store value in an array. In order to store value in array, we can use scanf statement along with looping structure such as for loop, while loop or do while loop. Please consider the following example. Our header file stdio.h, coinio.h, void main, a of 5. We are not declaring any value at declaration. We will scan the value individually. Integer I, that is our looping variable. Now we will open our loop I equals to 0. For I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Printf, enter the value of a of %d I. Scanf %d ampersand a of 5. So whatever the value we are storing, it will store in sequential manner. Means first value will be stored in a of 0, second value will be stored in a of 1 up to a of 4. After scan the all elements, we can print with the same logic. For I equals to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. Printf, the value of a of %d is %d. First %d is I and the second one is a of I, and get ch and the end of program.